I've never been the kind of person to say, "I told you so." Yeah, I'm lying. I told you so. It has now been revealed through leaks that Obama signed an order that gave permission, or if outright ordered, the U.S. government to back the rebels in ousting the Assad government. So while everybody who'd been commenting on the videos that I have made on it saying that never happened, the U.S. is not doing this, Reuters and the Associated Press and RT must be lying, in your face. They admit to basically giving them everything except lethal weapons, which is not really necessary considering that Switzerland has been giving them hand grenades, Israel has been giving them automatic weapons, as well as Saudi Arabia and Qatar. So the U.S. has not been proved that they've been giving them lethal weapons, although there is a tremendous amount of reports saying that the U.S. has given anti-tank weapons to these Syrian rebels, and also suspect may have given them anti-air weapons as well. Now, it also shows that the United States was collaborating with the rebels in a secret command center that was operated by Turkey and its allies, and that the U.S. has given a tremendous amount of organizational support to the terrorists, the Free Syrian Army. Now, it was noted by U.S. and Europeans that the terrorists have had new coordination skills. Previously, they described them as being chaotic, completely disorganized, and not really knowing what they were doing. But now, since that support has been coming from the CIA, the organizational skills have been coming from the CIA and MI6, they've obviously become much better at what it is that they do: slaughtering civilians. It has also been reported that it cannot be determined exactly when the order had been signed, but that it supposedly had been signed in the last 6 months or somewhere around that rough time frame. Now, NBC News has also reported that the terrorists, the Free Syrian Army, have also gotten their hands on 24 surface-to-air missiles, or manpads as they are also known. It is no coincidence that these weapons also came at the same time that Russia had sold helicopters to the Syrian army. So we can assume that this was given in counter to what Russia had given to Assad, while those people who are giving weapons to the terrorists are saying that it's Russia that's interfering with the domestic politics, even though now it's absolutely proven that the U.S. has been involved for most time, since the beginning. Now, the State Department said on Wednesday that the U.S. government was willing to provide $25 million for non-lethal assistance. Of course, we're never actually going to see a list of what gets sent, because that sort of thing is classified, and given how many U.S. weapons have already ended up in the hands of the terrorists, you can probably bet that it's probably just going to send weapons as well. Not to mention, they've also sent $65 million in aid and medical assistance to victims of the war they are causing. Now, this is how much is actually being leaked. In reality, much more is really going on, and there's much more interference going on in the country than we are actually being told by the mainstream media. There have been endless reports about how much the U.S. has been involved and how much U.S. money is coming in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, anti-aircraft weapons, anti-tank weapons, assault rifles coming from Israel, hand grenades coming from Switzerland, and the mainstream media has been completely ignoring them and just continuing to toe a line that Assad is causing pretty much all the deaths, with only a token mention of any deaths caused by the other side, while continuing to blame Assad for massacres that are being carried out by the Free Syrian Army, the terrorists. I'd also like to note that so-called non-mainstream media like the Young Turks have been ignoring this as well, along with many other media outlets that are not part of the mainstream. They too have been towing this unjust imperialist line.